Ooh, it's hot. Hi, welcome to my channel, Taka Tarot. It's like 6 o'clock in the morning, by the way. Before I get started, I want to remind anyone that's watching that these messages are not going to resonate with everyone, and that's okay. If they resonate with you and gives you clarity, great. If it does not, then don't force it to be your story. I'm gonna go ahead and start pulling cards. And then go from there. Okay. I should get a frame for that. Actually, I'm feeling very amused right now. Like, I'm just amused at the moment. Let me put that down a little bit more. This is too big of a deck to shuffle, so I just be splitting it, and then however it goes is however it goes. Cleanse your home and space. Okay, that fell out. So I'm hearing a weekly cleanse would be beneficial for a lot of you. A weekly cleanse. Okay, so just keep that in mind. I'm hearing the thief of joy, or a thief of joy. Bemused. Now what is that one? I know amused. What's bemused? Because that's also a word as well. Bemused. Interesting. Huh. Puzzled, confused, or bewildered. So that's bemused. Okay? And then I was thinking, I was like, oh, I'm amused right now, right? Finding something funny or entertaining. Amused and bemused. So amused, finding something funny or entertaining. So someone could be asking, what's so funny? What's so funny to you? Right? So someone is confused about something. It could even be because I also got thief of joy, right? So it could even be someone is confused as to how you're smiling or laughing, how you have joy, where your joy is coming from. So someone is confused where your joy is coming from because this is a thief of joy. They don't know where it's coming from, and if they don't know where it's coming from, what? They can't take it, right? What's making you so happy? Tell me so I can take it from you. So that's what's going on. You have a thief of joy that is confused as to what's making you happy. What's keeping that smile on your face? What is it? They're confused. They don't know where it's coming from, what's happening, how they're smiling, because they want to take it away. Whatever smile you have on your face, they want to take it off. And they don't know. Oh, is it your shoes? Is it your new shoes that's making you smile? Give me your shoes. Or they're going to do something to where your shoes break, or they mess up, or you step in a muddy puddle, or whatever the case it is, right? So they do all that. But you're just still smiling, right? And so now they're even more confused. Because to them, they were pretty sure that they took away your joy. The thing that was bringing you joy. They're pretty sure that they took it away. Come to find out, you're still joyful, filled with joy, still happy, still being amused by life. Right? Entertained by life. Happy with life. And someone's confused. Where the heck is your joy coming from? where. They want to know because they want to take it away. They don't know. Because how can you take away God? That's it. That's all. That's the reading. Thanks for coming. Bye. It's like... Alright. So... it's settled now, so I can pull cards. Oh my gosh. Someone doesn't want to believe something. They don't want to believe something. They don't want to believe that they don't have the authority or the power to take away your joy. They don't want to believe that there's nothing they can do about your joy. They don't want to believe that. That's perfectly fine. They can live in their delusions. That's perfectly fine. Of course they can. That's their choice, right? But that doesn't negate the fact that you're still going to be happy. Oh yeah, I can take away your joy. Okay. If you believe that, then go ahead, believe that. That doesn't mean it's true, right? Opinions are not facts. You learn that at a young age. Opinions are not facts. And if you can't discern between opinion and fact, your belief system is going to be all messed up. Because if you believe that you can do something that you have no authority or you can't do, it's like Karens. Karens, they swear up and down they have the authority to lock someone up. Hello, 911. And it's just like, who told you that? No, you don't. You have the authority to believe that. Of course you do. But as far as that goes, you can't, you're not a cop. You can't arrest someone just because you want them to be arrested. And therefore, you can't make it seem or believe. I mean, you can believe, right? But to be in that belief to where I believe you should be arrested, so I'm going to call the police so you can be arrested. That's not how that works. That's not how that works. You can believe that all you want, but at the end of the day, right, you're just going to be an annoying hater who's just cop calling all the time because they didn't get their way, which is to arrest someone or to bind someone. I'm hearing spellbind. Someone wants to bind you with a spell or their words, or trap you with their words, or they want to make it seem like because their words, it's kind of like Karens. They be spellbinding and not even knowing it, right? Calling 911, saying this, saying that, blah, blah, blah. And like, yeah, you're gonna be in jail, binded by the things that come out of my mouth, and I'm gonna make sure, and come to find out, you're the only one that looks like a fool here. So someone's really trying to bind you with the words that come out of their mouth, trying to make it seem like they have the authority to do so, and they don't. Okay. This could be an Aquarius masculine or an Aquarius feminine. This could also be an Aquarius feminine who is very like masculine in her ways. Okay, so it could be this person, because I'm getting a lot of swords words. So this could be a feminine Aquarius who could be good with her words, or was trying to use her words to bind you in something, or trap you, or keep you in jail. This could have been like, oh, that collective is getting that job opportunity over there, so they're going to use their words to make sure you don't get that job opportunity. So now you don't have the opportunity to be free. You're binded in whatever situation that you're binded in. That same job, that same relationship, that same mindset, that same energy, that same friendship, that same environment, whatever it is, right? So I feel like this person was deliberately trying to cut your wings with their words. And it's like, now they're like, how did you grow those wings? How did you grow those wings? Where do they come from? And they're standing in front of you with a pair of shears, not scissors, shears. And the shears are all bloody and they got like bits of wings on them. Because they've been doing this for a long time. They've been cutting your wings for a long time. And you just grew a pair of wings overnight. It seems overnight. They don't know how it came from or where it grew from. Hold on. So, yeah. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Because I just seen the shears with the blood and scissors on it. The blood and feathers on it. So this is someone that's been trying to cut your wings, or like any opportunity. If they seen like a little wing forming, they would cut it or whatever. But they don't. Your wings are massive. They don't know how. Even if they have the opportunity, which they don't, and they won't. But they wouldn't even know where to start to cut off your wings because they're so big and massive. All right. So this could be or you could be an Aquarius too. Okay. But this could be something about whoever this person is. They were saying things to people, large groups of people, trying to get attention from people, like Karens do. It's basically like, hear ye, hear me, stand in front of me, witness me while I call the police of this false injustice. Okay, so this could have been. So if you're not an Aquarius, this could be a karmic Aquarius, but a feminine Aquarius, because Karens are usually feminines, right? Women, trying to use their words to ruin your future, destroy your future, make sure your wings are meant to get you off the ground so you can fly, travel, right? Go from one place to another. So it's like this person didn't want you to fly. They didn't want your feet to get off the ground. They didn't want you to move. They didn't want you to travel. They didn't want you to explore, to elevate, to rise, okay? In more than one ways, mental, physical, emotional, spiritual, financial. So they were doing everything they can to cut your wings, to keep you essentially grounded, stuck on the earth with them. Something happened, your wings grew. You're good now. But I also feel like whoever this person is, they look like a fool within a large group of community or people or friends or so if this not, this could be that, and they could be an Aquarius. So Aquarius is the 11th house, large groups of people, forward thinking, internet technology, right? The future. All right. So especially if this person, they had a glimpse of their future and it was just not, and then they seen your future and they're like, oh, that's, well, I want that. So anyways, let's get some cards, and then I'll close the reading. I'll get 4 to 6 of this, and then I'll get 6 tarot, and then I'll close the reading. I'm hearing the sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar tomorrow. That's probably not even the lyrics, but the sun is shining for you. You have joy. You're flying. Okay? And whatever this storm cloud of a thing was, it's like you had a Karen under your life. No, you can't have that cookout there. It's my backyard. Well, you just can't. You know, that's not right. You can't. Literally, I own the land. I own the grill. I got the food myself. Like, what do you mean I can't do a cookout? I'm calling 911. Right? It's that energy that was like hovering over you. And it's just like, but you can have a cookout with your grill in your backyard with the food that you bought. It's like it's okay for them, but not for you, which is like, I don't know. It's something about wanting to feel special or wanting to be the attention or having the attention. Because again, Karens like to be like, hear ye, everyone look at me while I, voice out this false injustice, or, like somebody wanted to be a victim, or they want to seem like they're a victim, or it's just, I don't know, it's something with attention. This could be someone that was maybe felt like they never got a lot of attention, or they feel like in your light they don't feel like they have attention, but they're definitely trying to pretend to be a victim against your victories. That's stupid. The letter D could be somebody's first, last, middle, initial, name of an order, place, also with V. Yeah, I feel like they try to put a death to your victories by making it seem like, I don't know, like they want to be a victim. But they needed the, it's like no one's paying attention to them. So if no one pays attention to them, how can they get attention? They try to paint you as the enemy. And I feel like to them, that would be the only way they can get attention. Oh, the collective did what? And it sounds really sad because no one would care otherwise. Especially, I mean, that's how they would feel. Unless it has something to do with you, the one that they care about, then even if it's bad, oh, the collective, because you're just interesting, you're noteworthy, you turn heads, right? And they like that energy, they want that energy, but that's not their energy. I don't know why. Maybe not right now, maybe not forever, but for as of right now, it's just not their energy, right? So even if it's negative, right, they try to cast a negative light on you to give them that light, that positive light, that energy. But it's like no one cares about a Karen, that energy. If you're in a collective, or you're a light being and you're a really good person, you're kind and you're this and that, and your name is Karen, this doesn't apply to you. All right, I'm talking about, like, you know, the Karens. So no one cares about Karens. No one takes them serious. No one is paying attention to them. People find them annoying, in the way, a nuisance. Okay, a burden. So when you're in that energy, people are gonna have like a natural repulsion to you, because you're a joy killer. You're a thief of joy. What do you mean? You're calling the cops on them for having a barbecue outside in their backyard, and they're just listening to music and having a good time. Why? Because she's a thief of joy, or he's a thief of joy. He wants to ruin that because they're not having joy in their life. They're not having fun. And that cookout, that food smells really, really good, but they can't have any of that food because they're not invited to that cookout. Because who are you? Why would we invite you to our cookout? We don't know you. So of course they're gonna feel some type of way. That food looks good. That looks like fun. The music is cool. You know, blah blah blah. And well, if I'm not enjoying that, 911, hello. That's what they do. So this is this person. You look like you're having fun in your life, and they don't like that because either they're not, or they don't have a place in your life, or they can't enjoy your life with you. So they try to use their words to bind you, trap you, keep you in jail. And they don't work. So here we are. Hold on, this is a commercial. Alright, I'm back. Why am I hearing that song? Wade in the water. What is that? Wade in the water. I'm also hearing the drinking gourd. I used to love that song when I was like in elementary. Follow the drinking gourd. Follow the drinking gourd, for the old man is a na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Follow the drinking gourd. So the drinking gourd is basically you know how when you look up at the night sky, you have the little spoon and the big spoon, right? So you would follow the big spoon, which would be like the drinking gourd, because it looks like a spoon. But at the end of the, right, it's like shaped like a spoon. So the end of the ladle, I think it's the ladle, or the handle. Is it the same thing? Either way, there's the North Star. So people in the South, they would follow the North Star to escape oppression. So you've escaped some sort of oppression. I'm talking about, like, and that's all Karens do. They be trying to oppress people for not having fun, because they're not having fun. So if they're not having fun, you can't have fun. Hold on. Wade in the water. Wade in the water. Wade in the water, children, wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. See those people dressed in white? They look like the children of the Israelites. Wade in the water, children. God's gonna trouble the water. See those people dressed in black. They come a long way and they ain't turning back. See those people dressed in blue. Look like my people coming through. See those people dressed in red. Must be the children that Moses led. See, some say Peter and some say Paul, but there ain't but the one God made us all. Huh. Warned them to flee dry land for the water so that the dogs and owners chasing them couldn't track their scent. Wow. Ooh, I just got goosebumps. I love it. Wade in the water warned them to flee dry land for the water. So go through the water so that way you wouldn't be tracked. So you could be a water sign, or you did something with water, or maybe you healed, or you listened to the water. I keep hearing that song, What the Water Gave Me, by Florence and the Machine. Or this could be a water sign, but so not only did they follow the North Star, these are, okay, to escape oppression. This is given like slavery, oppression, ownership, right? It's giving a lot of that. So maybe this person felt like they had you, like you belonged to them, or your future belonged to them. So you followed the North Star, right? You went for your freedom. You did something that granted you your freedom, that gave you your freedom. And there's something about the water. Wade in the water warned them to flee dry land for the water so that the dogs and owners chasing them couldn't track their scent. So a lot of people would go through the waters, like the marshlands, the rivers, the lakes, and all that stuff, because then, dogs can't smell your scent in the water, or footsteps, right? You did something. And I'm also getting, there's something that someone cannot find, your joy, right? Again, thief of joy. So whoever this person is, they don't know how you got your wings and what's making you happy. And they want to know because they want to track that and get rid of it, right? This is essentially like the white men with the dogs chasing after the slaves to cut them down. Physically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, financially, in every way possible. And they can't find you, right? How can they dismantle something they can't find? Something they can't touch, smell, see, sense, hear, right? These people, this person, they can't hear the word of God. 333 support. Your spiritual guides are with you. Yes. Yes, they are. You're very protected. There's sirens in the background. I don't know if you can hear that, but if I were to open that, I'm pretty sure you'd be able to hear that. So yeah, 333 support. Your spiritual guides are with you. That's why you are able to revel in your victories, the victories that belong to you, the victories that were taken from your ancestors, or that they weren't able to experience or joy or revel in. It was always like taken from them. And you, especially this day and age, that's mine, right? No, that's mine, right? You're trespassing. It's so funny because I'm getting a Karen that's trespassing, calling 911 on someone to be a thief of joy. You're trespassing. So now you've entered my territory. You're about to get the hands. So call 911, and I'll call 911 on you for trespassing on my property. How about that? How about them apples? Right? Because this is a generation of like, that's mine. No. Right? These are my wings. You can't cut them. Who told no? Right? Like, we're all for it. We're with the shits. Okay? We got time. That's funny. Anyways. God's chosen ones, yeah. New home, new job, new car, new life. Congratulations. These are part of your victories. Alright? You get to have this. I'm also getting, because your ancestors, your spirit guides, they are woohoo! You know that jump when you jump in the air and you click your heels out of like excitement? Woohoo! That's like your ancestors, your spiritual guides that, I hate to say it like this, but all the ones that got caught and locked up and trapped and found, and this mantled and their wings got cut and they couldn't even one flap, and you know, it's, I feel like you're doing your ancestors a major justice, right? And it's like they get to watch their lineage finally fly. That's so powerful, man. Oof, that is so powerful. I love that. Like, you escaped some sort of oppression, some sort of, like, you did something, and it's, you know how, like, in the ending of the movie of Mulan, when she finally did something and her ancestors were, because she pleased her ancestors, whether she knows it or not, like, her ancestors were all having a party and they were celebrating because Mulan did it. She did something, right? She saved China, and she got a whole man, right? Like, not only are you a warrior, right, but you got the man too. You got the divine masculine too. Like, that's something to be proud of. That's an achievement. So you could be divine feminine, right? And this karmic Aquarius could be another feminine that was trying to cut your wings down. I don't know. It's just so, like, this could be like a Karen that felt, well, I'm not getting married, so you shouldn't get married. Hello, 911. They're getting married. They're having a wedding, a beautiful celebration, and it's just too loud, and I think you should shut it down. Like, damn, can we say our vows first? No, it's just too loud. Like, your happiness is too loud. Your happiness is too loud. There's no crime against that, so shut up. I'm gonna get one more and then I'll switch to tarot. That's what that is. Your happiness is too loud. So they want to shut that shit down. What is that? I saw it. They believe in demons, not angels, and that's their problem. That's their problem, right? I'm scared you'll find out about all the lies I've told. Yes, yes. See? I'm scared you'll find out about all the lies I've told. And I told you, this is someone who has been using words, their words, to bind you. Words can be used, okay, words are a spell, okay? So they've been using their words to try and spell bind you, your future, cut your wings down, influence a generation, influence a community of people, a large group of people, your friends, your family, your neighbors, groups, whatever. They've been trying to use the words to influence them so that way you won't have what you have. You won't have this victory. But you're getting it. You have it. It's already in motion, right? It's kind of like the check has been signed, all right, and the bank has it now. It's practically, if this has to do with money, I'm going to use money as an example, right? It's like the money is already being deposited in your account as we speak, right? Like, you won the lottery and someone's trying to prevent you from going to the lottery building to claim that ticket. The ticket's already been claimed by you because you're the winner. You won it. Not only that, but there's evidence saying, if there's evidence, there's a video of you buying the lottery ticket, scratching it. Oh, I win, right? It's yours, rightfully so. This is yours, rightfully so. This is your justice. This is, this is your kingdom spouse. Okay, so, anyways, but this is, I feel like that's their problem. They believe in demons, not angels. This is very, well, if I'm not happy, you can't be happy. That's very dark. You don't see the problem in that? Just because you're not happy. And remind you, I said your happiness is too loud for them. It's too loud. You're too happy. You're too positive. You're too at peace. It's too settled within you. It's making them freak out. That's not my problem. Go figure out why you're being triggered instead of making me like, you're triggering me, you should be locked up. That's not how that works, okay? So, anyways. Now, you can believe in demons and angels, but the problem is when you only believe in negativity. That's a problem, right? And I'm getting this as a feminine energy that's very, like, masculine in her ways. They may not be butch or like, or like a stud, right? But they're very like masculine with their ways of thinking and being and believing and, I keep burping. Yeah, they're very masculine in their ways. They're like, there's not They look like a woman, right? They dress like a woman, but they don't have that feminine touch, right? That femininity is, you know, it's crazy because, believe it or not, there are some men that have more feminine touch than women. And there are some women that are more masculine than men. But this woman is more masculine than feminine. It's just how it is. It's an imbalance. Okay, there's an imbalance inside this woman. But again, that's not your problem. And again, I mean, I'm also getting someone that's trying to nitpick things about you, trying to do comparisons of like how you were, let's say, in like 2014 and how you are today, and they're trying to like nitpick or something like that. Right? Do comparisons of how you were back then and how you were now and trying to find the fault. And it's like weird propaganda. It's weird to like get views or to get traction. But it's just like it's that's how you choose to spend your time. Comparisons of before and then. Right? I feel like they're trying to prove how worse you've gotten. But it's just highlighting like you're how old and you're doing this. You're how old and this is how you're spending your time doing comparisons and, you know, trying to point out faults in people and trying to do this. Like, you're how old, and what about you? What about your goals, your plans, your futures, your happiness, what you want to do, your aspirations? Do you have hobbies? So I feel like it's just highlighting more about them than what they're trying to highlight about you. But that's because they believe in demons, not angels. So let them, right? That's not your problem. How is that your problem? You have victories. You have support. You're a chosen one. You're following your purpose. You're getting a new home, new job, new car, new life, or you could already be experiencing those things right now. Right? Congratulations, go you. So these Karens, go ahead, call 911, and I call 911 because you're trespassing on my property and you're doing this and you're doing that. It's gonna stack up the charges. So go ahead, do that because I can do that too. But I'm going to do it better. And that sounds very cocky, but it's like, I don't know. Karens feel like they can just, with their words, I'm going to bind you with my words, okay? And I'm going to bind you by your own actions. Your actions. I don't have to say anything. Your actions speak for themselves. And the thing that you can't help is your actions. So let them. Six of Swords reversed. Someone's stuck in the past. And I feel like that's where they're doing the comparison. They're trying to, let's say, I don't know what I'm getting, like 2014, 2016, all right? Whatever past version of you there was, they're trying to like blow up pictures and this is how they were before and this is how they are now. And it like, what are you trying to do? Like, what's your goal in that? If anything, it just shows how you're stuck in the past because you can't move forward. The collective is having victory, support, congratulations, accolades, Six of Wands energy. They have a new home, they have a new job, new car, new life. So what is it that you're comparing? It just shows how you are stuck in the past. You can't move forward, not the collective. See, the Six of Swords, Six of Birds, Six of Swords, and then Six of Birds. So you got these people, this person that's just flying around aimlessly. They don't even know where they're going. It's like they're trying to cut down your wings to fly somewhere, but they don't. What's that saying about borrowed wings? How far can you get on borrowed wings, right? They thought it was the wings that were going to get them somewhere. If they cut off your wings and put your wings on, your wings would lead them to your future, your destiny. No, it's not about the wings. The wings are just a tool. That's not, the wings don't have a GPS. Okay, now take me to the collective's destiny. And the wings, no, that's not how that works. I don't know why they thought that way, but how far can you get on borrowed wings? Not far, because the wings aren't even for them. They're flying in circles. It's like, the wings are broken for them. They don't work for them. You ever see like a butterfly? And there's like a little tear in their wing and they can't get very far. Instead of healing their own wings, they're trying to like, well, let me just get your wings so I can fly. And it's like, go heal yourself. There's a tear in this person or these people. And it's crazy, it's sad actually, because they believe in demons. They don't understand, like, you can heal. You don't have to steal someone else's wings to fly where you want to go. All you gotta do is just heal. It may take a couple days, months, weeks, years, but it's possible. They don't want to hear that. They'd rather stop you from going. Hold on. Okay, so yeah. So that could be their energy right now. Just flying around aimlessly, not knowing where they're going, how to get to this new car, new home, new job, new life that they want for themselves. Hold on one second. All right. Anyways. Ew. Ace of Birds, which is the Ace of Swords reversed. Someone's lying. They could have been lying about the things that you have in your life right now. I feel like because they're trying to blanket your success at the moment, because to them, so it's crazy because it's interesting. Someone is trying to compare you from way back then to who you are today, right? But they're trying to do that to distract everybody else from like, who you are from way back then is still the same person that you are today. And I feel like they're trying to do that as a misfire, and that's backfiring. Like, oh yeah, this is how they used to be, this is how they used to do, this is what they used to dress, this is what they used to talk like, this is used to. That's the key word, used to. And they don't even know that they're doing you a justice. Right? Because now people are looking like, oh, okay, if that's how they were now, then who are they today? What do they look like today? What are they doing today? Right? And they're seeing new car, new home, new job, new life. This is backfiring because now it's just like, oh, okay, so that's good for them. So what are you getting at? And come to find out, not only are you the same as you were 2014, 2016, I'm just using those years, I don't know. But you're still the same as today. Isn't that a problem to you? Shouldn't you be expanding? Shouldn't you be growing? Shouldn't you be learning? Shouldn't you be aiming for new car, new home, new job, new life, new experiences, new this, growth, learning, expanding? Like, right? Like when you get a career, right? You start off as like a first year, right? Maybe you're doing menial tasks and then you work your way up, right? There's no reason why you've been at the same company for 30 years and you're still doing like menial tasks. You've been doing the same thing for 30 years. That's not a problem to you? You're not concerned by that? So I feel like that's backfiring onto them because it's like, oh, well, that's good. You know, that they've matured, they've grown up, they've done this, right? It's kind of like when you go to college, right? Year one of college, and then by the fourth year, you should be graduating. But are you graduating? You've been in college for 10 years. Like, what are you doing? Right? Or you've been studying the same class for 10 years. Like, aren't you going into, like, what is it? Like, I don't know. There's classes that you need to take 3 versions of, like, I don't know, literacy 1, literacy 2, literacy 3, right? It's been 10 years and you're still on literacy 1. Where's the growth? Where's the progression? So I feel like with everything that they were saying on you, and it has to do with, like, comparing, it's backfiring onto them. Alright, they've also been lying. The card that also came out was, I'm scared about all the lies. I'm scared to find out about all the lies I've told on you. Yeah. They could have also been lying about how you've acquired this new home, new job, new car, new life. Right? It's like, how are you going to lie on someone like that? Right? Like, let's say you got a new, I don't know, car. Oh yeah, that's not really their car. They stole that car. You don't know that. How are you going to say that? Right? So if someone asks you about the car, oh, how'd you get the car? Oh yeah, I won the car at the lottery, and I own the car, and I've already paid off the taxes. So now this person looks like what? A liar. So it's just, they're just highlighting who they are and what they're not. So let them. Right? Let them. That's not your business. You want to go ahead and lie? Go ahead. Your lies are going to come out. That's fine. You're the one that's flying in circles, not knowing what you're doing, not knowing where you're going. Right? And it's crazy because they're doing this on the wings that they took from you. Your old wings, your itty bitty little wings. Right? Think of it as like, you know how cherubs have like little Cupid. I'm going to use Cupid as an example instead. Okay? You know how Cupid has like the little baby wings, right? So they're flying around with your baby wings because they're so heavy, and the baby wings can't support their weight. It's like, you ever see a butterfly and it's like going up and down, right? It's like the wings are not supporting their weight, and they don't know where they're going. They're having trouble maintaining their flight. But you got these big, massive wings, and it's like you're like a tiny little pea compared to your massive, massive wings, and you're just doing somersaults in the sky and meow, right? Meow. Right? It's so fun. So you're about to find out the lies that they've been telling on you that had to do with your home, job, car, and life. Right? They were definitely trying to put some sort of illusion onto who you are, your victories. Like, no, that's mine. That's mine. And I'm a chosen one, so... Anyways. I need 4 more. Oh my god, what is it? This could be an air sign. This is swords and ace of swords, ace of birds. Someone thought they could build something. That's what it is. Okay, that's why I can't pull. This person, they thought they could build their future on your back or by taking your wings. It's the same shit. It's so stupid. They thought they were really building something, but how you gonna like... It's like someone suing you for having fun. Right? And then if they were... It's not gonna happen, but like, in their mind, if they win, they get to have fun. It's the same... It's like, they feel like if they can take something from you, they can experience that. Or revel in that. But that's not how that works. It's not like that. That's not... That give and take thing, it doesn't work like that. That's the wrong way to use that. Because it has to be mutual. I give you this, and then in return, you can take this from me. Right? That's not... No, I'm not giving you nothing of mine, and I'm not taking nothing of yours. So that's where that stops. Right? 2 people can't sign a contract when... like, nobody agrees on it. How's that contract going to get signed? Right? And they can't force you. They can't coerce you. Because then that can be... There's charges on that. Right? That's a whole thing in and of itself. So this person's trying to sign a contract, but it's like one-sided. And it's the entire time you're like, I'm good on that contract. I don't want that contract. I'm good. Could be any air sign, actually. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But I'm getting mostly Aquarius feminine. Only because of how much of a helping hand, right? They had a hefty hand and having something to do with, like, the words with the groups of people, large groups of people, friends, neighbors, family, right? Their words were part of the illusion that they were supposed to cast onto you. on. Thank you. The Dreamer, Queen of Swords. And what is that? The Four of Pentacles. They have to let this go. Whoever this Queen of Swords is, they have to let this go. And they're being told, let this go. Right? The cops, it's like a Karen calling the barbecue, calling the police on the barbecue. And the barbecue is happening in their backyard. They're having music. It's like a get together. The food is smelling great. It looks good. Look, there's a commercial for food. I'm getting hungry too now, actually. And she wants to call them, and the cops are just like, yeah, well, I don't know what the problem is. Why did you call us? There's nothing we can do. It's better to just, you wasted our time, our resources. There's nothing we can do. You're gonna have to let this go. And like this person's still fighting, trying to plead their case. Well, what about the music and it's got curse words in it. Okay, well, walk away then. You don't even live in this neighborhood. What are you even doing here? Right? You don't have to listen to it because you don't live here. So yeah, this Queen of Swords has to let something go. I feel like someone could be telling this Queen of Swords to shut up. The way her mouth is being binded, right? Oh, that's interesting. I'm getting a Queen of Swords is telling a karmic Queen of Swords to shut up. So there could be one Queen of Swords, a positive one in the North Node of Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, saying something to a negative Queen of Swords in their South Node, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, to like, what's the point of this? Why are you doing this? So it could be like someone's putting another, an air sign putting another air sign in their place. Right? Or this Aquarius could be putting someone in their place. It's an air sign putting another air sign in their place. It seems like it. Right? They're telling this air sign, someone is telling a karmic air sign to let it go. To let it go, let it go, let it go. Alright, with the Four of Pentacles reverse, which is also the Four of Trees. Because whatever you're trying to grow, it's not growing. Like, why are you nurturing those broken, dilapidated trees? Like, cut them down and plant new ones. They're dead. What do you do with dead trees? You cut them down, and if you don't, then it's going to rot. Right? It's going to attract insects and bugs, and then, critters that you don't want there to make a home in that. Right? So whoever this person is, this karmic feminine, this karmic air sign feminine, she had something inside of her and she just didn't take care of it. She didn't cut it out. She let it rot and rot and rot and fester. And so, I don't know, like maybe an entity, a demonic presence took home in that rot, right? That's why one of the first cards that came out is cleanse your home and space, right? Because demons and negative entities, they don't like cleanliness. They don't like, right? Cleanliness is next to godliness, right? Those dark entities and spirits and demons, they like nasty energy. They like dirty, clutter, filthy, bad hygiene, stinky, BO. They like that stuff. They thrive in disgusting environments, right? It doesn't matter if it's your home or you're inside of yourself. If you have a disgusting environment inside of your home, congratulations, because you're about to make way for a whole trove of insects and parasites. This person could have a parasite inside of them. So you have one air sign that's checking another air sign, telling them to let that go. Let it go. It is what it is. So what if they have a new home, job, car, life? So what if they're having victories in life? Why are you stuck on the old version of them? Let it go. That's what you're supposed to do. Grow, expand, right? Create, achieve, learn. Let it go. So that's that. There could also be a Queen of Swords upright that can see through the illusions and lies of another Queen of Swords reverse. This could also be a Queen of Swords, a King of Swords reverse that's checking a Queen of Swords. No. This could be a King of Swords upright that is checking a Queen of Swords reverse. Alright? Because they can see through the lies and the illusions and saying, okay, well, enough is enough. You gotta let that shit go. Right? From air sign to air sign. Right? And it's crazy because I feel like because they're both air signs, the one that's telling the karmic to let it go, it's like, I get it. Right? I can understand, right? But it doesn't make any sense. Right? Logically, it doesn't make any sense. Right? Emotions, we're not there. That's not our area of expertise. But logically, what you're doing and what you're saying and the actions that you're taking, it's not lining up. It's not making any sense with who the collective is. So you need to let that go. right? And if an air sign is checking another air sign, that's a problem. Because now you're just making us all look bad. Okay? Like, that's not... Air signs are supposed to be logical, and, you know, they're supposed to provide clarity. But you have a karmic air sign that's providing lies and confusion and illusions, right? And of all, they're confused as to how you're so happy and where your joy is coming from. Like, why are you worried about that? Don't worry about that. Right? Worry about your growth, your expansion. Stop worrying about how the collective got a new job, new home, new car, new life, how they're happy, how they're winning. What are you stuck on? When they weren't in that energy, now that's the problem right there. Okay? That's the problem. 2-4. I need 2 more. I'm not close to reading. So you have an air sign that could be an ally of yours that's in their north node, checking a karmic air sign that is an enemy of yours. Whether or not you know this is happening. Two of birds, 2 of swords. You know who's who, what's what. You know what's going on. You know who you are. Best of all, you know you're a chosen one. You know your purpose. You know what you're doing. You know where you're going. You're not flying around aimlessly. You have a plan. You have a purpose. You have a goal. 2 of swords reversed. You know what's going on, right? What is it? Hold on. That is a 2 of... Man. Let me show you. 2 of swords. 2 of birds. It's better if I show you like this. See? And then that's the 2 of swords. This is 2 of birds. I'm also getting... Whoever this person is, they just be saying shit and then, like... Do you not know that people remember what you say? Or do you not know that, like, the things that come out of your mouth, like, has an effect? Or it's being recorded? Maybe not physically, but spiritually, right? And it's crazy because this person has been doing a lot of lying. And it's like, how are you lying and don't even remember your own lies? Or how are you lying and you're not even aware of the consequences of your lies? Or you don't even know where your lies are going to take you. And again, one of the cards that came out, it says, I'm afraid you'll find out about all the lies I've told. What lies? You don't remember you said this last week? I don't remember that. Okay, but it doesn't... I did a reading recently where it's kind of like, you can pretend that you don't remember, but it still counts. It still counts. Right? I didn't remember. Okay, well, it still counts. So, consequences and judgment and this and that, right? It still counts. You can say, I didn't remember. I didn't say that. That wasn't me. Are you sure? You can try and gaslight and manipulate and try to pretend and cast an illusion all you want, but you still did it, so it still counts, right? Now, if your attention was something, but you did not act on that, that's a whole different story. But you acted upon your intentions, and you can't pretend that doesn't... I didn't do that, I didn't say that, it still counts, right? You can choose to pretend, right? But your opinions are not fact. Right? Your opinion is that, well, I didn't mean it like that, or I don't remember saying that. Okay? I just really believe that I didn't say that. Okay, well, you did, so. Right? And here's the thing, it's very, 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 very difficult to plead insanity. Even in a court of law, very difficult to plead insanity. Alright? 2, 4, 5. Very difficult. So, I mean... That's crazy because the person that's trying to plead insanity was trying to make you seem to be insane. And it's like, what are we doing? What is this? That's not working. Oh, right. This person wants you to be confused because they're confused. Okay. And there's no shame in that. Right? There's no shame in that. If you don't know, then you don't know. Right? Someone asked me a question, I don't know. I'm going to tell you, I don't know. Right? You don't have to pretend like you know or pretend this or pretend that. There's no shame, right? If you don't know, go figure it out. If there's no shame in needing help. There's no shame in not knowing. If you don't know where you're going, that's okay. Take a step back, breathe, and figure out what you want to do so that way you know where you want to go. Right? But don't blame someone else because they know where they're going, they know what they're doing, they know who they are. That's not how that works, and that's not going to work. I need one more and then I'll close the reading, please. 2 more came out. Okay, I'll work with that. We have the 8 of Lotuses, which is the 8 of Cups, and the 2 of Wands reversed. Wow. Or Ace of Chalices, Ace of Cups, Ace of Lotuses, Ace of Chalice. So that's 8 of Cups. Wow. Someone wanted to make it seem like you walking away was the worst thing. You're going to regret it. If you walk away, you're going to regret it. Or they wanted to make it seem by doing all of this, it's kind of like, let's say you broke up with someone and and their response would be like, well, if you break up with me, you're going to regret it. I'm going to make you regret it. The whole point was so that way you go groveling back to them, or I'm sorry I stopped talking to you, or I'm sorry I broke up with you, or I'm sorry I quit my job, but I couldn't find any other job. Can I come back? It's that. It's like, I feel like they wanted to make you regret walking away by making it seem like it was a bad thing. Like you should have never walked away. You should have never broken up. You should have never excommunicated. You should have never blocked. You should have never quit. Whatever it is, they wanted to make it seem like that was the worst thing you could have ever done for yourself. But hello, look, that was actually the best thing you could have ever done, because look at your wings are humongous and you're flying. You've got victory. You're a chosen one. You're being supported. You know who you are. You know where you're going. New home, job, new car, new life. So how is that the case? And I feel like something that they were saying was, watch, they're going to come back. Watch, they're going to come back. Watch, they're going to come back. Who's coming back? Not the collective. All right. Ace of Wands upright. Yeah, you have your own fire. You're going places. Your Ace of Wands energy on the bottom of the deck, 6 of Wands upright. Yeah. The minute that you walked away from something that sparked some sort of passion, some sort of idea, some sort of new beginning, some sort of motivation, some sort of action that led you to all of this. And this person wanted to make it seem like you walking away was the worst thing that could happen for you. And it actually turned out to be the best thing. And that's why the 6 of Swords reverse is there, because they're stuck on that fact that you walking away was the best thing that could have ever happened to you, but the worst thing to them. And that's why they're stuck. And it shows. Okay, this is a reading. Bye.